Before anyone could react, a wolf-like creature jumped off a roof and attacked Princess Luna. "Take this!" the soldier said as he hit the wolf creature with a shovel, killing it. "Sister!" Celeste exclaimed. "Move! Schnell!" Medic said, reacting quickly to what he has seen numerous times. He aimed his minigun at Luna and fired it up. Luna felt raw energy flow through her body as her wounds were healed in a matter of seconds. Twilight and Celestia were bothered, amazed, and shocked. How did you heal her so fast?" Twilight asked, amazed by what had just happened. "My minigun can heal even Zver's wounds." Sniper, meanwhile, was looking at the timber wolf. "Somebody get over here," he said. Applejack sprinted. "What's this?" Sniper asked her. "Well, that's a timber wolf. Just like Granny used to tell me in Apple Bloom. But they never looked like this." This timber wolf was a shadow black with hide lines running across its body. "Looks like some kind of demon dog," Scout commented. He then looked towards the town. "Yo, there's more coming, and they're attacking the town in ponies," Scout exclaimed. Soldier's war instinct kicked in, and even though he was 90% war-loving and maniac, the other 10% was a military mastermind, and that 10% kicked in. "Team, listen up! Heavy, medic! You two go into the front lines. Make sure that you get that Uber charge hoodie, Doc." "Yeah," medic said. "Duh," Heavy replied. "Sniper, get on top of the best sniping spot you can find in it. Cover Heavy and medic." "You got it, mate," Sniper said, keeping his cool. "Scout, you get their attention and draw them into Heavy Dimmerman Pyro and my fire. "Gotcha," Scout replied. "Engineer, you find a good spot to set up a sentry and whatever metal you can find. Spy, protect him. Make sure none of those wolves attack him." "But of course," Spy said. "All right then," Engineer said. "You ponies can help however you can, but I would advise helping others find cover and safe havens," Soldier said to the ponies and two princesses. "I can help Scout," Rainbow Dash said as Scout darted off. "Little Blue Pony is just like Scout," Heavy said. "You said it. Now let's go!" Soldier said as he let out a war yell. "Ah!" "I'll help Engineer," Applejack said as she went with Engineer and Spy. I'll help get others get inside," Fluttershy said. An extremely wave of shock had come over her during Luna being attacked. "I'll help her. You can use my boutique as a safe place for ponies to stay," Rarity said. "All right, I'll go with the princess to help the others however I can," Twilight said. Then Twilight and Princess Celestia and Luna saw to the court. The buildings of Ponyville was mostly destroyed and saw more of the demon dogs, the Scout named them. Heavy was mowing down demon dog after demon dog with Sasha. But there were literally hundreds of them. Soldier was hitting numerous wolves with his rocket launcher. "You just got dominated, you walking chair!" Soldier exclaimed. Twilight looked around and saw Red Team fighting the demon dogs. Pony screaming and finding cover, and then she saw Rarity taking ponies into her boutique. What Twilight also saw, but Rarity didn't, was a demon dog about to attack her from behind. "Rarity, look out!" Twilight screamed frantically. Rarity turned around just as the demon dog pounced towards her. Twilight closed her eyes and expected the worst to happen to Rarity, but when she opened her eyes, she saw Rarity was still standing, and the demon dog was dead nearby. She wondered if Rarity had killed it, but then she saw that Sniper had saved her life. Sniper turned backwards towards the red battle as Twilight said a prayer of thanks. Rainbow Dash had been able to keep up with Scout the whole time, but he was faster than she thought. A lot faster. "You run this fast all the time?" Rainbow Dash asked it as she tricked a couple of demon dogs to chase her into Pyro's flame. "Yeah, I ain't even winded," Scout said with a laugh. "Incoming!" Scout said as he killed a demon dog with his force of nature. Thanks, Rainbow said. Soldier, you need the healing, Medic said as he turned his medic gun on Soldier, who had just tore a demon dog in half. They are timber wolves, after all. After Soldier was back in tip-top shape, he thanked Medic and started blowing more demon dogs away. Soldier then heard a scream. Soldier turned his head towards the sound of saw a great Pegasus with blonde mane. Her eyes were looking in a different direction. She saw it had an extreme lazy eye. There were two demon dogs attacking her. She had cuts all over her, but she wouldn't move. Soldier asked himself why didn't she get the hell out of there. But then he saw that she was protecting a young foal that had its eyes closed behind her. Soldier, having some heart for civilians, charged towards them. Why, you sissies ought to pick on a fighter! You scared, dishonorable maggots! The two wolves turned towards Soldier, but before they could react, Soldier had jumped on both of them with his trusty shovel. The gray pony watched in shock as she covered her foal with her wings so that she could see the brutality of the real Soldier. Of a real soldier that Soldier was inflicting upon the two wolves. But they got lucky. Some lucky bites and claws, but to no avail. They wounded the beast, but they could not kill him. As Derpy opened her eyes, she saw the strong, muscular newcomer, one leg propped on one of the dead corpses of the demon dog. His clothes bloody and torn, looking at her. Derpy looked back at her and her false savior. And said weakly, Thank you, sir. You saved me and my foal's life. Soldier gave a simple nod and said, It's my duty, ma'am. Can you tell me who you are? I'm Derpy, Derpy replied, still shook up. Soldier called for medic, who came over as fast as he could. Doomcock! You should not have run off like that. We don't have the respawn machine here with us. Soldier breathed out. Sorry. Civilians in danger. Soldier said as medic healed him and Derpy. Thanks, Doc. Soldier said as he ran off. Soldier then turned back towards Derpy. Ma'am, Miss Rarity is taking ponies into her boutique for a safe haven. I would advise you and your foal go there. Derpy nodded and said, Okay. Will I see you again sometime? Derpy asked. Soldier replied, Maybe. If this fight ends soon, I'll look for you. Derpy nodded again as she headed for Rarity's shop. Soldier went back into the battlefield. Twilight's observation deck. Sniper was picking off targets one by one as Twilight came into her home and went upstairs to where he was. Twilight, what in the blazes are you doing here? Sniper asked, not looking away from his scope. How did you hear me over this battle? I heard the door open. Twilight asked. I heard the door open. I always listen out for enemies that could attack me from behind. Twilight was impressed that Sniper was able to hear that well. She then saw two wolves about to attack Demo Man and said, Sniper, those two wolves are about to attack Demo Man. Twilight yelled in terror. Sniper didn't fire. He just aimed at them and watched. Aren't you going to take them out? Twilight said, shocked that he didn't do anything. Sniper just stayed there, still and said, I'm waiting for the right moment. A second later, Twilight watched him fire his sniper, taking out both of the dogs at one time. How did you, was all that Twilight managed to say. I anticipate their movement so that I can use them both, take them out both at once. It takes them out quicker and saves me ammo. Sniper said calmly and collectively as he collected his sniping. Well, what is there I can do to help? Twilight asked Sniper. I've had trouble keeping an eye on Rarity's shop as well as me mates. If you can go down there and protect her and the ponies inside, I'd appreciate it. It might, Sniper said. Sure thing, Sniper, Twilight replied as she ran out.